How we doing?
Morning.
Is Tony coming for this or not?
Or it'd probably be for the best if he wasn't. You know, no idea what the fuck is going on. I've got like
All right.
4 hours to fill him in.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I believe Saab's up this early. What the fuck? Is he feeling okay?
All right. How we doing?
Doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing good, brother. So where we at? It's been the weekend. You guys have had a couple of days. How would you like to begin this?
I think going over base terms would be good, just to make sure we're all on the same page and everything we agreed upon is going to stay as it was. Just
Right.
make sure that you haven't changed your mind on some things over the weekend.
All right. So sorry. Go ahead.
So before Coco rocked up, we agreed on you'd like 6 Class 2s and $1 million.
Yeah, I already brought I got all the weapons in the car right now.
Okay.
I would just grab that shit. That's why we're a bit late. I believe it was 2 shotguns, 5 Tommies, 2 Glocks, and then a bunch of magazines for that shit. Besides the shotgun, obviously.
Perfect.
You taking MP5s too?
I have the original MP5 that I had. Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
I mean, that's in good faith. You bought those back. I mean, I'm not like really trying to nitpick here. I think if you're happy with 6 Class 2s and $1 million, we agreed to that, right, Luce? That still sounds good to me. Now,
Yeah.
we do. Are you looking for that all in clean, or would you be willing to take some of it in dirty?
Well, I mean, I know we have it in clean, right? Or at least in wash, at the very least.
And washed, you can you'll have it in washed.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't
Washed,
guarantee
no
you clean money like that because we made a lot of investments and shit. So
Yeah, that's all right. Wash is fine. Yeah. Well, for me, I'll just go over the terms again. Obviously, the list we can go over at the end, but there'll be a list of people I will ask, not forcibly, not force them to come over. It's a decision at the end of the day. Obviously, the north side will be from El Rancho Boulevard all the way up to Innocence, down to pretty much Towerway, and then you just go south from there, and it's just that weird looking shape there. Looks like a fucking chip. That'll be the borders of northern Cypress, which I will run. I will build my own crew to do it. The crew will follow, the same shit that we've talked about, same things that we've built. Every member that I will start with is already bought in. Obviously, besides Sab here. Any future bought-in member, anybody that I plan to buy in, I will let you guys know. I feel like the respect should be sent the same way. Not necessarily that you guys can give input or I can give input, but just so we're aware of who's being bought in, because at the end of the day, we're going to all be on the same turf. My members will respect you guys as Dons. Your members will respect me as Don. As Dons, I'm not going to, force your people to do anything or do shit for me or make any decisions without your approval. Vice versa. This is strictly for just, I can't have a bottom member going around disrespecting you guys and your shit in the south, and you guys can't have a bottom member coming around up north disrespecting shit. If things come down to it, and I got one of my guys fucking around, or you're one of your guys fucking around, or even one of our guys commit treason, instead of instantaneously acting, we will meet. We will discuss the individual. We'll discuss what they have done. We'll bring forth any evidence that can corroborate the story. And it'll be on you guys to punish whoever the fuck it is under your belt, and it'll be on me to punish whoever the fuck it is under my belt. The same expectation will be set moving forward in terms of, punishment. If he's a treasonist, they fucking die. Anything under that, you know, it's up to you guys to fucking handle. It's up to me to handle. When it comes to things like your captains, your underbosses, they will respect them as such, but you know, we don't expect them to come around and boss any of them around, vice versa. In terms of my structure, I haven't fully figured that out yet, but once I've kind of figured that out, if I put people in certain positions, you guys will know about it. When it comes to things like wars, will be the time I feel like we will need to get together and figure out how we, you know, fight back who's ever on our doorstep or whatever the fuck. When it comes to things like the cargo ship, I expect the same thing. We cooperate on that, and then we split whatever the fuck we bring into Cypress evenly into the north and the south. Because at the end of the fucking day, we got to make sure that you know, both territories are ready for anything. Any other operation, you know, moonshine, weed, chopping, heist, whatever the fuck, that's on you guys in the south, and that's on me in the north.
How are you
Anything
gonna
we
handle
can-
that in the north?
Well, same thing. We're gonna build up our fucking people. We're gonna build up the operations. I mean, Teddy obviously has a fucking satellite that we'll probably grab, and those operations will be ours, and we'll do what we wish with them, and you guys won't be involved, vice versa.
I mean, this is, you know, give us time to discuss. There's more things that have come up than.
Yeah. I mean, this is just kind of what I'm going over, and then anything you guys want to talk about or kind of figure out now, we can do that as well. You know, this is just general shit I'm going over.
Just trying to just have a real chat. We're gonna keep it too long. Hold on.
Yeah, no problem.
This motherfucker's doing the two families of Cypress.
Listen, the thing is, okay, where my head's at is I'm okay with what the shit he's talking about, like, in terms of we can't have people going around drama baiting or disrespecting just to try and push buttons, right? I'm on the same page with him in regards to that. But this fucking, like, this fighting wars together and shit, me, no. And
Yeah,
same
it's
with
gotta be
the
a north or
same
south,
with the cargo
south thing.
Because listen, I know what Lang's like. I ain't gonna be fighting this fucking wars. Personally, no interest in that. And same with, like, if he goes, he might be on a different mission, my brother, where we're trying to stock up, and they could start a war. You know what I mean? I think for me, the cargo ship, I'd be down to. I don't think we should be working together on that, personally. I don't also, unfortunately, trust them enough to all this evenly split shit. Now,
It's just gonna be over way too complicated to even coordinate that.
yeah,
In my opinion. They're gonna be so far in deep in the business that they do. We're gonna be in ours. I just don't see that happening. Like calling each other up to get 3 on your side, I'll get 3 on mine. You know, there's clearly a defined line that we're split, the north and the south. If they fuck around with people and they get fucked in the north, and that's a northern problem. Same thing with us down south. Same thing with jobs.
yeah. I don't. The thing is with the cargo as well, like, you know, I don't know, like, how we can handle that. For me, I don't really mind turning up, and then if they're on there, we have to shoot them up. But that
Yeah,
could get a lot.
ooh.
That could get messy. But the only thing I can think of is we just take we could propose that we take ownership of it in the morning. But that means, like, me and you, like, unless we wake up early, we ain't gonna be doing that shit. But I don't. Either that or it's like it's fucking, like, trying to, like, say, like, yo, let's switch off. But, like, that's just in the ass to trying to micromanage. I'm definitely not fighting his wars, and I wouldn't expect them to fight our wars.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay, I mean,
I think this
I
is
mean,
gonna turn ugly. So be prepared. But listen, we are in no rush to accept anything. So if negotiations get drawn out, it's okay. We have to do what's best for us here. Can't just blindly agree.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, we we disagree on some of the things you've put across. Now, we agree with the respect thing. Okay, we can't have people fucking from the south trying to come over and be disrespectful, trying to push buttons, trying to start a whole fucking mess. We agree with that part.
Right.
That's completely fine. The war thing is what we have an issue with. Don't think we should be fighting each other's wars. From
Yeah, I mean, how do you think that's gonna go down? I mean, what if
I mean,
somebody
listen,
up north?
if that's a decision you want to make, go ahead and make it, my friend. I ain't gonna stop you.
I
But
just
if
think
you
it'd
guys
be
are
a
getting
headache,
slaughtered down south, we're not gonna be expected to help. Then that's on you guys.
and vice versa.
But if you also don't think every motherfucker that comes to this doorstep isn't gonna look this as a whole, no matter what, then you're sadly mistaken.
Hmm.
So if you want to get into the diplomacies with every group that comes down there and be like, oh, only attack the south, this down the third, by all means, go ahead. I'm not dealing with any of that shit. I already know how motherfuckers are gonna think.
Okay, I mean, I can see that happening. I can see people not giving a damn about the split and just shooting us
Yeah.
all up.
I mean, it will happen, like I said.
it's the
But if you
reality
want to
of
be the
things.
ones that deal with that, go ahead. In my mind, I'm just gonna shoot any motherfucker that comes down here looking for smoke. I don't give a fuck who it is.
Yeah, no, I mean, I didn't think of it that way. I suppose where I was coming from, I think it's unfair. For example, like if one of our members was to start a war, I think it's unfair for you guys to get dragged into it, and vice versa. That's where my kind of hesitation
Yeah,
with
I mean,
that comes from.
I don't disagree with that, right? But at the end of the day, if you ever think somebody like Besties or Man is gonna come down here and be like, oh, don't go up north, that's fucking Lang's boys, or don't go south, Luciano on heroin, they're never gonna do that. They're gonna come into Cypress and they're gonna look for anybody that's down there.
So I think, how about this? We keep a split, and then if people disrespect, kind of think it's a joke that we're two separate things, then we band together and we fuck them up. How about that? We're on a case
we can
on
play
a
it by
case by
ear.
cases.
I mean,
Play by ear.
react depending on the context. It's fine with us. Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess
that's
be
fine.
prepared to deal with whatever the fuck is going on. I guess.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Well, I mean, because you are right. There's some people are gonna think it's a joke. At that point, it's gonna piss me off to the point where I'm down to band together and just deal with it. But
Yeah.
case by case. The other problem, the cargo shit sounds kind of messy, but at the same time, I can't really think of an alternative where we can kind of make it work.
Well,
It's just gonna be awkward as fuck.
The thing with the cargo ship, if we don't do it this way, then we're inevitably going to be shooting at each other, and I'm not
At
looking
each
to
other,
shoot
yeah.
at you guys. So
Yeah.
we're kind of forced into handling it this way, in my opinion. But if you motherfuckers want to, shoot at each other, we can do that too. But that could change a lot.
Yeah, I mean, Harry, you and I just discussed this as well, right? It could get really fucking awkward where we're on a boat. We see Lang and some of the Northerners.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to shoot at you guys, like, period.
It's gonna be fucked. You know what I mean? And then at
Especially
that point,
over a
we might
fucking
have
cargo ship.
spilling each other's blood.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of alternatives that make sense, but everything
the
I'm
simplest
thinking
thing
of,
is you guys would pick three, we would pick three, we would go in as six, and then split whatever the fuck we make it out with, if we make it out. It's the best way to handle it. And everybody else is expected to not get involved. You know what I mean? Just one crew that goes there from Cypress every time we got to handle that shit. Or another alternative that will be fucking annoying would be we go on rotation.
yeah, I thought of the same thing, but it is fucking annoying.
Yeah, Southern Cypress goes for the next one, and Northern Cypress goes for the following one, and then we just rotate. If you want to do it that way as well, that could work as well.
Nah, I mean, with the speed that we have to get on top of that boat, it's just gonna delay it. We're never gonna, at that rate, we're never gonna be on the boat.
I agree. It's
I mean,
an option, though. I'm cool with whatever.
I suppose logistically, because speed is important, right? We can't be faffing around trying to call each other up. It may not be the worst idea, whereas the cargo ship people normally view like we have to get 6 people together, but actually it's a mindset change where you only get 3 people together, and maybe it's just a set in stone radio.
Yeah.
So, it's you only bring in 3 people, you jump on the radio, and then the other side should be on it and ready, right?
Yes.
You meet at the boat.
Now, obviously, if a situation comes across where we're not around or there's not enough people, then deal with it as you may. It's not something that will ever be pressed over. And like I said, the only reason I want to do it like this, I think it's just the cleanest way to do it. And I'm not sure what y'all's vision for the South is, but there should be some sort of sense of unification still, and this will show our people that we still do work together.
Right. Yep.
But if you guys don't care for that, then by all means, it's up to you guys.
Do you when we're talking about, like, do you guys care about it in the mornings or not really? Care more about if it was to go off like now?
It's hard to say right now, right? I mean, right now we couldn't even hit one if one went off right now, right?
Yeah.
It'd be more whenever we're prepared, we have a better idea.
We'll just deal with it as it comes then.
Yeah, I mean, but obviously, if one goes off in the fucking morning and nobody's around, I mean, by all means, it's you guys, right? If you guys got people around and we're not around, just go do it. We're not gonna fucking wake up and be pissed about it, vice versa.
Yeah, let's aim to split shit then on the jobs we're actually working together, not like a straight up split 24/7 then. Yeah?
Yeah. So exactly. I guess I should have clarified that. The split is only if the job is done together.
Yeah.
If you guys do your own job and we do our own job, there's no split. But at the same time, we shouldn't be looking to maliciously fuck each other over. I think it gets messy very, very quick.
No, I agree. That comes down to being an adult. I see what you're saying.
Exactly, yeah.
You can very easily be a dick.
Yeah.
The only other thing that kind of plays on my mind is, we haven't got your list. We're not sure what people are going to do, so I want to reiterate again a little example I want to post to you. We're expecting potential betrayal. If someone comes to you and goes, "Yo, Lang, I want to join you, and look, I've got this fucking property. I want to just fuck them over and give it to you." You're gonna tell them they're a fucking idiot and tell us about it, or are you gonna accept it?
Well, I didn't have a chance to go over it yet, but if you want me to proceed with what I got going on, I can. Regarding members and the list.
Hold off on that for now.
Okay.
Regarding, let's go over the Don part again, right?
Okay.
To your people, we will still be Dons. That
Yes.
doesn't mean, whatever. We can't be telling them to do shit unless it.
That's a situation calls for if it's a fucking if it's an absolute cold red grave situation, which I don't think many of those situations would happen. You should be expected to respect decisions that I make, vice versa, right? Well, we're not trying to get involved in each other's business unless something grave calls for it.
Like,
what do you mean by code red? What do you mean by code red?
I mean, I don't know what that means, right? Well, whatever the fuck that could mean. If you guys hear a win that this spot maybe is about to get raided and you wish to fucking help out and I'm not around or the guy with the keys not around and you got to go call fucking Sab and tell him, listen, you get in that property, you clear that shit out. It's a fucking order. You know what I mean? Maybe those situations call for it, but any other situation, it's your people, it's my people. But that's on you guys.
Right. So we still look after each other in case of dire times.
That is if you guys want the sense of unification. If not, I don't give a fuck. I'm just trying to make this as as unified as possible. But if we want to look to not be as unified, I'm totally cool with that too, my man. I'm totally down to negotiate whatever terms you guys want.
I think
Okay, we'll consider it. Yep. Let's move on.
All right. So for members, right, there will be a list. Once those names are put forward, again, I reiterate, it's a decision they make. And then once that is finalized, and let's say a group of people come or whatever, that's it. There's gonna be no, next week, I want to go there, or this week, I want to go back over there. There's no back and forths.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be looking to actively poaching nobody. And if motherfuckers are calling up my phone wanting to fucking join them, whatever the fuck, I'm gonna tell them, fuck you.
And you tell us.
You speak to the Dons, yeah. And I'll let you guys know about that. When it comes to treasonous, for example, Sakura approached me the minute this shit went down. I was like, oh, hell yeah, all right, let's bring Sakura in. And then within 5 minutes of speaking to her, she was talking about wanting to fucking blow up the entire Thanksgiving dinner. Right then and there, I looked at Sam and I said, okay, she's gonna have to die. That's some treasonous shit.
And she will die.
Right, so I'll let you guys fucking know about it. I think I told Clark or somebody, I don't remember. what happened, but I'm still not trying. Listen, I don't want to kill you motherfuckers. You guys are still my brothers. At the end of the day, this is strictly business. So any motherfuckers trying to do that sort of snaky shit, somebody calls me and says, hey Lang, the South is doing this is starting to feed me little details, the motherfucker should die. They should be aware, and so are my people, right? We set this as Dons that your business is your business. You were talking about it to nobody but you guys, vice versa. And if we got to communicate the North and South, it's done from the top, not at the bottom. In my opinion. Again, negotiable. However you guys feel about it, I'm down to do it.
Yeah, I think, I don't think, I don't think your people should expect it to take orders from me and Luciano, Baruch, and vice versa. Just straight up, to be honest. But I think there should just be some basic respect there.
I agree. That's what I said, yo.
Yeah.
Also, like I said, when it comes to bottom members, it's not like I'm gonna look for permission or input from you guys on who I buy in. It's just so you guys are aware of who's being brought into Cypress. I think it should go both ways, personally.
And what about what I brought up with, with people, trying to give you shit to fuck us over?
We want nothing.
Okay.
Listen, anybody does some sort of malicious act. Oh, let me come over. I'm gonna bring all this shit. Like, you guys will know about it, and you can do whatever the fuck you want. I don't want anything you guys have. Literally zero, besides a satellite. And that's it. I mean, we need that. We can't operate without the second one that Teddy has. But other than that, you guys have all properties. Everything we've ever bought together with Cypress money will be yours, and it is what it is. Even the silos that I own, whenever I can transfer, I'll transfer over back to you guys. You guys have it as well. I want nothing from Southern Cypress. Nothing.
Okay.
Where is that satellite right now? Is it in his warehouse?
I think it's in Teddy's warehouse. I mean, we haven't spoken about it since he's gotten it months ago, but I'm assuming it's still there. Yeah.
I think from Luciano, I think from a logistical standpoint, I think very fair. So I think we can only be fair back. Luciano, the armory is like, it's kind of in the northern bit. Would we be prepared to kind of hand that over if they want it?
I mean, you give us properties down in the south, I'd be willing to consider the property in the north. Yeah, I mean that's even outside of Cyprus, right? That's
I like to call that place the Cypress Embassy. It's not really in Cyprus, so we don't really give a fuck about. We don't really give a fuck about.
You not bothered
properties.
about it?
I mean, maybe we'll end up buying one there, but that's like the embassy. That's out of Cyprus, and just a good territory to have secret shit over there. But for now, I think we're good.
Okay.
And okay, regarding access to that shit,
I don't need access to anything. I'll hand over all the keys to every property I have. You guys can do what you want with that.
okay.
Okay.
What else? I'm trying to think of what else here. I think that's pretty much it on my end, besides the list that we can go over whenever.
See, we don't know how Tony's gonna react. It might get a bit messy, but I can't really predict how that's gonna go. So there's no idea.
Right, I agree. I mean, like I said, once I hand you the list and I speak to these people, that's it. I don't want to be speaking to nobody else. I want nobody calling me. And you, obviously, I'm not going to tell you guys how to do things, but you should make this apparent to your people. I want nobody calling me and being like, hey, I'm trying to join now too. I heard Sab's there. He's my fucking best friend. Let me come along, vice versa. Once this list is settled, it's settled. Anybody else that I bring in is going to be from the outside and not from within.
Yeah.
How
Okay.
do you guys feel about that?
Well, I mean, I hope we can get that message across, because if then they do that behind our backs, I'm looking to take them out. So
They will die.
I mean, anybody that calls me, you guys will know about it. Like I said, I think it's, in my mind, again, open to negotiations. You guys might not want it this way. I think we need to be unified and still working together in some sense. I mean, we're both in Cyprus. We can't absolutely ignore each other. And at the end of the day, I still want to work with my fucking boys. Right? So I think these things are important. And I do think maybe something that we explore in the future, if things ever do get hot and tense between the North and the South, I think it would be good to have a mediator who we bring into the meetings if we have to discuss certain things, if we have to make some hard decisions and whatnot. I think it would be good.
I think potentially Andy could be a good mediator.
That's exactly the person I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah. Very, because she's kind of recently bought in, quite neutral in terms of, and can very easily look from, put emotions aside and look from the outside in. I mean, she's still got the fixer role as well. Should be a pretty good mediator, to be honest.
I mean,
Luciano?
we'll discuss it. We'll discuss it with Andy after this, I suppose.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
remember,
let's,
like I
let-
said, if you
let's leave it
guys
as an
walk
option.
away from this, listen, I think by the end of the day, things need to be set in stone. There's no going back and forth. So if you guys still need to discuss, how unified you want to be or whatnot, it's fine with me. I don't give a shit. I just think by the end of the day, tomorrow, I want to wake up and not have to fucking have a discussion on things that we want to change and shit again. I think everything needs to be set in stone today. Just by
Agreed.
the end of the day.
Agreed.
when can we get this list?
I'll give it to you right now. It's a very simple list.
Yeah.
It's going to be the remainder of 404. So Martin, Larry, Bubbles, CJ, and Skipper. And then I will speak to also Leah and Sophia. Again, it's on them whether they want to come or not.
Hold on. One more time, I just want to write these down a little bit slower.
All right. Martin, Larry, Skipper, CJ. I believe that's the rest of 404, yeah?
Bubbles
And
included in that
Bubbles.
too.
Yeah, and Bubbles, sorry.
Yeah. So,
And then on top of that, you would add Leah and Sophia, and then obviously fucking but I would just rather not drag him into anything. He does whatever the fuck he wants. It's fucking That's up to you guys though.
Brother, that cat's been blowing shit up outside the goddamn warehouse and shit. We gotta keep that. We gotta keep the kid in control, eh?
Brother, that's just what he does, brother.
What do you mean? That's what? Somebody could have died.
Yeah, well, people die every day, my friend.
so
Just-
the Sophia.
Just tell him not to blow more shit down in the fucking warehouse, all right? People are gonna think that we're.
Well, I
being
didn't tell him to
bombarded
do
and
anything,
shit.
Lucian. He does what he wants. I don't think you understand this.
You're the
What
Don,
you
are you
saying,
not?
Harry?
The Sophia, listen, I don't have any issues with the people on the list because at the end of the day, it's their decision to do what they want to do. I'd rather have people go if they want to go rather than stick around and be fucking miserable. So, the Sophia thing, though, I mean, we kind of talked about people that were non-integral to begin with. The problem with Sophia is her leaving everything behind. We haven't talked about the pranks in this dispensary.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if she were to come, she would leave. Everybody's expected to leave everything behind. Not a single person will bring it. Now, to be fair, I don't think she will come, but it's still a conversation I wish to have with her. I mean, I was the one that picked her and brought her in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I
I got-
understand that.
I got a counter offer to that. Now, I feel like Sophia should stay in the South with us, working closely. Which means you'd need somebody else in exchange for that, correct?
Yeah, but I'm
Believe
not doing trading cards though, Luciano. With all due respect, brother. I'll speak to Sophia, and if she wants, I think it's important. At the end of the day, it's on her. Like I said, I'm not going to force her to do anything. If she wants to stay in the South, she stays in the South.
Okay.
What were you gonna propose?
Here's my counter to that. Instead of Sophia, you take Gigi.
No. Brother,
She
with
is
all due
going to be miserable down here with us. She's got people up there with you that she's gonna just work way better with. She's not gonna be working at her potential down here. That's my opinion on it. That's how I feel about it. I feel like Gigi working with you, that's gonna be fine. You guys, you can handle all this shit with her. She's taught Sophia, how to operate in her way. As her right hand, I suppose. We'll take Sophia. You take Gigi. Let's just make things easier that way.
I'm not doing that. With all due
Why not?
respect, Woosh, I respect your opinion, but Gigi is so integral to Southern Cypress. I can't walk away from these negotiations thinking you guys are going to fail. And if I bring Gigi, that's exactly what I'm going to think, with all due respect. Again, I'm not forcing these people to come. You got to remember that. It's their decision at the end of the day. They'll know exactly what they're walking into and exactly what they got to leave behind.
Okay, it's just my I get what you're saying. It's just that you know what's gonna suck. is There's people that probably want to go with you, but they're not on your fucking list. Oh, those people are gonna end up
tough
dying.
shit for those motherfuckers. Tough shit for
They're
those
all
motherfuckers.
They're all
brother.
gonna get thrown in the fucking water.
I mean, if that's your decision, that's your decision, right?
You don't want anyone else. Like if
No,
if
sir.
someone called you up and was like, "Yo, I want to be a part of this," you're gonna tell them to fuck off.
I'm gonna tell them fuck off, and I'm gonna call you. And I'm gonna tell you about it.
Okay.
Get my word on that. Like I said, I need you boys to understand. I'm not trying to have Southern Cypress fail. This is what I pleaded at the very beginning. I want everybody and everything to fucking succeed here. I just really think that, in my opinion, this is going to go very well for all of us. We've clashed a lot in leadership, and now you guys get to do your own show, and I get to do mine. Still get to see each other, hang out whenever every once in a while, and not be complete strangers in each other's life. At the end of the fucking day, I got too much history with you, Harry, with the fucking Arush, with Tony. You guys are my fucking brothers, no matter what. But sometimes brothers fight, and sometimes we gotta move down the street and only come over for fucking Sunday dinner.
Yep.
It's how it is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good with it. If I think people's true colors are really about to come out.
I agree. I mean, we already seen Cypress, so.
Like I said, I have no issues with the people on the list strictly because I'm not trying to control people. If they want to go, I'd rather they went. So it's on them.
I also need you to understand though, outside of this list, anybody else, if these are just examples, so I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not saying these people have contacted me or anything like that. But if Zeke wakes up or if Clark goes, oh, Lang, I'm not taking nobody else.
Well, they're gonna.
I'm not saying yes to anybody else, and they should know that. Maybe you guys let them know that as well before motherfuckers start doing some real dumbass shit.
Actually, gonna end up dead if not.
Exactly.
Listen, I just want to make it very fucking clear. I feel Sophia would be one of those integral people for us to move on and to succeed. In your eyes, it might not be that way. I still want to stand firm on that.